Good morning, everybody. Today I have some important news for you that Preverisk has decided to implement a new standard of the ISO, which is ISO 166002. What is this kind of ISO? Actually, it's a normal ISO published by the International Standardization Organization, very similar to ISO 9001, ISO 14000, ISO 22000, but this particular one is more focused and interested with the innovation, with creating new ideas, developing them into successful projects. Okay, so what importance does it have, this new ISO for Preverisk? Actually, the first thing Steban told me about that having this standard achieved in the company CV will get us a lot much more of opportunities. So this will position the company in a good position, prestigious position against the client. The client is making it should make it easier for making sales and so on. Also, being a standard focused on the innovation and creating the new ideas, supporting the system for creating the new ideas, it's a very good opportunity for the company. We can see only one idea of the effort shake has made a dramatic change for the future of the Preverisk. So if we have much more successful ideas like the effort shake, this will be a really fantastic situation. Okay. Now let me explain a little bit more about the ISO 16602. It's called the investigation system for investigation plus development plus innovation, and that's why it's common to use the abbreviation IDE, which is the same investigation, development, and innovation. Okay, what about the requirements that Preverisk has to comply to be able to achieve this certificate of the new ISO? Of course, the first thing is to develop a full documentation system with policies, activities, procedures, which are complying with the requirement of this standard. Then, establishment of a model of a process for the IDI, which is investigation, development, and innovation, that will allow receiving new ideas, verifying them, analyzing them, and developing the successful ones into projects and so on. Also, it's a requirement that to have a full support from the top management by offering all the required resources, could be financial resources, human resources, whatsoever is needed to achieve the targets. Also, we have produced a policy which you will find it published in the website soon. Also, we have established committees, two committees actually. The first for the management of the IDI project, and the second one is for the follow-up for the normal activities of the IDI. Actually, these committees are composed by Esteban, Gregorio, Mikel, Rafael, Jonathan, and myself. Also, I don't want to go into much details, but actually the the successful the success we have with the effort shake, thanks to this successful, we have been thinking and we have been supported to develop this kind of project. So this project is focused for the time being for the travel company business, making use of the successful innovation of the effort check. But in the future, hopefully, we will be able to produce more new ideas and more successful similar projects. We have a policy, as I told you, and this policy will be published in the website and also will be published in the head office, in the two offices of Preverisk in Palma. I wanted to inform you also about the objectives we have for the current year, because you are an important part for achieving these objectives and you should be aware about them. So we only start with three objectives. The first one is to find another supplier, or to assess potential another supplier, which similar to uploading. It doesn't say that the company is not happy with uploading. No, we are very happy, but we should always have different alternatives just in case we need to use them. Also, the objectives are supporting the participation in conferences, scientific conferences, congresses, seminars, because all this is a good opportunity for people to exchange ideas, to get new ideas which can be in the future successful projects like the Upward Check. Also, we have an objective of achieving at least 50,000 hotels validated by the application Upward Check during the year 2017-2018. To be able to achieve these requirements, we have made in the company some changes, being mainly the establishment of the committee. I myself, I am the final person responsible for this project, and also we have contracted a consultancy company which is SQM, which are helping us to develop the procedures and to comply with the requirements of this standard. The current consultant helping us is Mrs. Amparo Rai. Also, I wanted to talk with you today quickly about what is an internal audit, because during the 24th of July we are going to have the internal audit for this standard. Actually, it is part of the requirement of this standard to have this kind of internal audit. It's a kind of simulation for the final external certification audit, and actually SQM is going to send some of its consultants to make this kind of internal audit. During this time, I myself and Mikel will be mainly dedicated to help the auditor, but just be prepared that the auditor can go and ask what do you know about the project, the standard of the IGI, why it is important for the company, and that's why today I am talking with you about this information. Also today I wanted to talk with you about what is the external audit, because during the month of August we are planning for our external audit for this standard. An external audit will not be much different from the internal audit. The only difference, it is this time something more formal. It's like an exam or an exhaustive analysis for what we have done, and if we have eventually complied with the requirement of the standard. Actually, we have already contracted a certification company, which is Bureau Vitas, to make this external audit, and hopefully we are having the success during this external audit, which is eventually leading to the awarding of the certificate of this ISO. Many thanks for your time. One final thing I wanted to stress, that this standard is a form of making it really appreciated, really easier to participate yourself in developing, in proposing new ideas. So please, I myself would be more than happy to receive any new ideas, to discuss them with the committee, and to see if the company can make use of them, converting them into successful projects in the future. Many thanks for your time, and please wish the best of the luck for us. Thank you. Bye bye.